Hello everybody, it is Refresh and I'm here to continue doing some more, or to really start a new draft for Crimson Vow. Last time I somehow got 7 and 2, I believe, and continuing my pattern of either like doing really well or doing really poorly with this format. I got a token, which I got on discount last time, so I'm going to be playing again with that token. We'll see how we do. Hopefully we'll draft another good deck and we'll get there, or maybe we'll just draft another poor deck and somehow get there too. We'll see. I don't know. Like, I don't think that my bombs in my last deck, in my life gain deck, are what won me the game. Like, the life gain payoff rarely ever paid off, and the vampire that creates blood tokens when creatures die rarely ever did much of anything either. So I think I won that one just off of good, strong synergistic cards in a decent life gain deck, and I'm hoping that, you know, maybe I can get there again. We'll see. Tonight I'm just gonna be doing the draft portion as well, because I gotta work tomorrow and I gotta like get ready, like I gotta get in the right headspace, so I can't be up too late. But we'll continue with the games further on. We have the Blood Vial Purveyor here. This is, I've already had this before. It is a bomb. It's 5/6 flying, trample for 4. Yes, your opponents can get blood tokens, but that just makes your guy stronger. Yes, it can be removed. A lot of creatures can be removed. I think it is totally worth taking the Blood Veil Purveyor in this particular instance. What is it competing against in this pack? Nothing. I think Voltaic Visionary is decent. You know, I guess if you really need removal, Lacerated Flesh will do a thing. But yeah, Blood Veil Purveyor, easy first pick, and that makes me really want to be in black. Black and what? I don't know, but black for sure. Alright, Bloodsworn Squire is okay, but not amazing. But what am I comparing it with? I guess a Scavenger or the Guest? I like the Guest, actually. I think the Guest might actually be better than the Squire on average, just because the blood that it creates and the life gain that you can get from that is pretty good. This is good, I think, maybe in the green-black deck. I'm not quite sure. Like, what wants things in your creatures in your graveyard? I don't know. Maybe in some sort of sacrifice deck. I don't know. But either way, like, this wants blood. This does blood. This does blood. I don't know. Maybe this is the correct pick as a 3/3 that can gain indestructible. I'm going to take the Gluttonous Guest because I think that's more useful all around. Here, white looks to be the strong color. We don't have a second color yet, so I could take Circle of Confinement as a removal spell. Mindly School is probably not what this deck really wants to be doing, so otherwise, I could take the Lantern Bearer. The Heron Blessed Geist is okay in white as well. But yeah, if I'm going to take white, I'm going to take it for the removal over the Lantern Bearer. And in green, I guess Massive Might. But yeah, I think white is stronger in here. We don't really care for this because that's like 2 colors that I'm not playing, and I'm definitely playing black. So I'm going to take the removal in white and hope that we can, I don't know, get some better cards in black. Like, it's going to take a lot for me to abandon black because of the Blood Veil Purveyor. Wedding Security also does that as well. I would love to get more blood production because of this Wedding Security, but I think this is a good enough payoff, and there's enough options to make blood that I'm going to take the Wedding Security first and hope that maybe this wheels. Courier Bat would be alright. Diagraph Scavenger would be alright. You know, the Gluttonous Guest does enable some life gain opportunities as well, but that is a great payoff. It draws 6 cards. We just need blood tokens. I like the start so far. I do like the black cards that we've been able to take. Here, we don't really want the Mind Leech Ghoul. I guess a Knife is alright, or the Visionary is alright. I think I'm going to take the Visionary just because, yeah, it doesn't quite play with what we're doing, but it is good value here. And knives are common. White, the Vampire Slayer, I don't really care. Circle of Confinement is not going to do it. Mind Leech Ghoul is not that great. Wouldn't mind the Lantern Bearer, but the black-blue deck is not amazing, and I definitely want to play black, so I'm going to take the Visionary here. Alright, Blood Fountain. That does a thing. Blood Servitor could be okay as well, but, you know, getting back the Blood Veil of Purveyor or the Wedded Security is not the worst thing in the world. And I'm not really looking to Into the Night anything, or Pyrespawn or End the Festivities. I guess Servitor would be the other choice, but I think the Fountain is just too good in comparison. Here, we could take Undying Mouse to protect a guy. We could take the Bride's Gown and hope that we get the Groom's thing, or we can take another Blood Fountain. All of those are possible options here. I don't think I'm really high on those, so I'm gonna take the Bride's Gown just for fun. See if we can get back into it. All right, here I don't think we like any of these. I'm gonna take. Like, these are not strong red cards in what I'm trying to do. Weird Prisoner is an option here, but maybe I'll get an exploit card, and then that'll make the Persistent Specimen good. We'll put that in the board for now. There's something that we could do. We could also take Lacerate Flesh as a removal spell, because strangely enough, we haven't gotten any. Again, we don't have anything to sack the Doomed Dissenter to. I think I'm going to take Lacerate Flesh, actually, because the Creation of Blood is not bad. We got this black guy back, and it's alright. We'll take that. So we're either on red or we're on white as our secondary color. We're still, I think, pretty certain to be black. I guess I can take this Bloody Betrayal. I'm probably not playing this, and there's a chance that maybe I'll get a sack outlet that'll make the Bloody Betrayal good. I don't really care about any of this. I'll take the Darnheart Geist in case I go, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure that this is going to work well with my deck, because I don't have many enchantments. I just have the one, right? And none of my other creatures flip into enchantments. So I'll take the Lightning Wolf. More likely to play that than Cradle. And Into the Night, sure. I mean, I'm probably not playing that either. But man, if I were red-green, I would take this. But I am pretty solidly black. If I were red or green, I would gladly take this. I mean, maybe I could splash for that. What am I passing up? Blood Fountain, Diagraph, Scavenger, Griff Rider. Yeah, none of these are Undying Mouse. Nothing here is exciting. Maybe I try to splash into this. I mean, it's pretty strong. I'm not feeling bad about missing any of this stuff, so I'm going to take this. And maybe I'll try to splash. Bleed Dry, easy first pick here. I don't think anything else compares, because this Rex is just the premium, one of the premium removal spells of the set. Yeah. Maybe you can get the Honored Heirloom back, or one of these back. And now we have Gift of Things. Maybe Blood Hypnotist is pretty good in trying to turn sideways. Blood Petal Celebrant might also be good. So those are all options here. I think I'm going to start with the Hypnotist, because this is common. And then Innocent Traveler is a nice attacking choice. Reckless Impulse is another thing. I think I'm out of white at this point. The red is too good. I think that this is a finisher. I like it, so I'm going to take it and hope that I didn't make a mistake passing the Reckless Impulse or the Evolving Mounts. Restless Bloodseeker is also quite good, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, it creates blood tokens if I gain life. It's a 2-drop, more importantly. I'm passing an Impulse, which is too bad, but I do like the blood thing here. And that works well for the Gluttonous Guest, because these two can just chain together to make just blood tokens all day and all night. I'm not sure that I want the Specimen, Bloody Betrayal, or Into the Night just yet. Skulking Killer is not what we're interested in, but there's not a lot. Oh, Reckless Impulse. Yeah, glad to take that over the Killer, because this is card draw. And then, I guess Epicure is pretty good. It gets me a blood token on 1. I wouldn't mind getting this back, or taking the Evolving Wilds here, but I'm not going to miss out on an Epicure. I think it does what I need it to do. Looks like Runyon is running a little slow, or maybe that was me. I'm not sure. I don't need the Bloody Betrayal yet. Into the Night, it doesn't do much of anything for me. Lightning Wolf, I guess if I need a 4-drop, I can put it in, but hopefully I won't need to play that card, especially with my 4s being stacked right now. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I'm going to end up playing this, but it seems strong enough that it's worth trying to make work. I don't love this. I don't love this. Do I like the combatants? I don't think I do. Maybe I'll take this and hope that I don't have to play it. You know what? I'm going to take the 3 because my 4s are again stacked. I don't need the gown. So we'll take it. I hope they don't have to play it. Then I like the Scavenger, but that is a 4. Am I on Undying Malice to protect my creatures or Blood Fountain? A second Blood Fountain? I might play a second Blood Fountain. Yeah, you know, it's slower than this, but I get the blood, and I like the blood. And then I don't really like this as a 5. Oh, I'll take the Honored Heirloom, sure. That'll let me get into the card that I want. I'll take the Doom Dissenter. I don't know if I'm playing that. I think it's better than Persistent Specimen for my deck. I'm gonna take this. I'm probably not playing that. And Servitor is like, I'm hoping not to have to play that. But this is kind of a deck, right? I have a bomb. I would love to have more removal, but between the Lacerate, Flesh, and the Bleed Dry, it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, it's something resembling a deck. I don't love it, but it does what I need it to do. It would be fun to get the Bride's Gown, Groom's Finery thing going, but we're not there. Wandering Mind, wow, that got passed all the way around. Just no one's in that. Curse of Hospitality is... Alright, so this is a tough one here. I don't see like anything premium removal wise. So Curse of Hospitality is some amazing card advantage. Ballista Watcher is a really strong card, and I'm not sure which of these is the better. I think I'm leaning towards Curse just because I have so many 4s, and so Ballista Watcher is really going to be fighting for its spot, whereas Curse, I don't have a ton of 3s. Yeah, I'll take the Curse in this particular case just because of curve considerations. Alright, Felsinger is really good. Alluring Suitor is really good. A Braid is probably premium removal, and I probably don't pass that as much as I want both of these cards. Hopefully one of them will come back around. I could also even take Old Rusty if it comes back around, but I don't think I pass on a Braid in this particular case. Alright, Reno Stormkirk is not what we're doing. That is definitely a splash too far. I'll take the Epicure, I think, on 1. I wouldn't mind the Knife or the Wedding Invitation to come back around. Probably won't. This is strong, but it is not what I am trying to do, right? Yeah, I need a lot of expensive cards. I don't have that. I don't want the Devils that much, so yeah, Epicure it is. Undead Butler is okay. I guess I'm choosing that or Vampire's Kiss or Phalanx or Gift of Fangs. I guess Fangs I can take a 1 of. Yeah, that's more of a, you know, I don't need that. I have the Doom Dissenter into this Persistent Specimen if I'm trying to even do that, and I'm not. So we'll take the gift. Dying to Serve is not bad because I've all my my blood generation. I think that certainly beats it over the Kessig Flame Breather, Doom Dissenter, or Diagraph Scavenger. So I think I'm on Dying to Serve. It's an interesting enchantment for a blood deck. I would like to get more blood generation though. Oh, I have to start making cuts here. Oh, Dread Fugue. I like Blood Petal Celebrant on 2. I think I need more 2-drops, and this is a decent one for what I'm trying to do. The other choices, Dread Fugue is okay. Diagraph Scavenger is okay. Again, my 4s are stacked, so I'm not really interested in that. But I think getting my 2s up is probably worth it. So I'll take the Blood Petal Celebrant here. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty decent about this deck. I think the Servitor can go. I don't really want any of these cards. I'll just take the, I don't know, one of these uncommons for fun. Yeah, Twin Blade Geist. Not playing it, but cool. Need to make another cut. This Helena and Elena may not make the cut in the end. Like, am I gonna get there with the Honored Heirloom? Vampire's Vengeance. How many vampires do I have? Mostly vampires. You know, that's not the worst thing in the world. If I was playing a sideboard, like I'm not taking any of these, but if I was playing a sideboard, this would be a good sideboard card. And it does create a blood token. We'll take it. You know, I'm not playing sideboard, so it doesn't matter. But oh, we'll take another reckless impulse for sure. Yeah, nothing here worth talking about otherwise, unless I were in white. That yeah, I'm not playing any of these. I'll take the Diver Scab because it's uncommon. And then I'm just gonna make some cuts. I'll take the Devils. Actually, maybe the Knife. The Knife might possibly make the cut. Devils is probably not getting the cut because I'm not playing that deck. I'm not playing any of these. I'll take the big zombie thing that's in color. I'm not playing any of these. I'll take... Ooh, we'll take the Stitch Assistant in color, or just because we got the Fugue back. That's interesting. All right, so we have some small cuts to make, and then we're gonna call it a night. Let's see what these are. I think I did all right with my earlier cuts. Let's see. I think I could drop. I mean, they're really strong, but I think I still have to cut them because that'll let me cut the Honored Heirloom because I don't need the fixing then. That makes my deck a little bit more consistent. Then I just need to make a couple more cuts here. Let's see. Gift of Fangs, Epicure. I think this Dissenter doesn't really have a role in my deck, so that's an easy cut. Impulse kind of makes it okay to like have all this stuff. Curse of Hospitality, and maybe the Combatants are not good enough. Like my curve is kind of trending towards being a little bit on the lower side here too. What else do I have at 4? I was stacked at 4. What did I boot? Oh, Alana. Okay. Maybe I just cut a land. I'm heavy on 1-drops here. And I don't have a lot of mana sinks here. I don't love the Daybreak Combatants, but what am I going to put in? A Lightning Wolf on 4? No, thank you. I don't love this card either, but at least it's something. If I had that 2-drop that flipped, that would have been nice, but that's not where we're at. If I gained life, what are my life gain options here? It's just the Gluttonous Guest. So that's the only way to flip. Oh, I guess it flips on just blood. And that's what I like about this card. Celebrant, Reckless Impulse. I think the Impulse kind of makes up for the lack of... Yeah, I think this is the deck. And I just have to draw... Well, maybe the Dreadfuge can go. And that'll take me down. Or maybe I cut a land because I'm so high on 1s. Like my curve is like perfectly going down to not much on the high end. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think I cut a land. Like I'm a very low curve deck. Oops, sorry about that. So I just cut a swamp. Right? I'm slightly... Yeah, it's just the difference is slight. And then I have options on 1. This can also double as a 3 to rip a card out of my opponent's hand. I have 2 5s. A bunch of 4s. I have extra draws in the Reckless Impulses, which can get me lands when I'm out. The Voltaic Visionary can also get me land. So I have lots of card draw effects here. And the blood will help fix for lands as well if I need it. So I think that might make it good. Or actually, maybe the extra lands is what I want because of the blood. Let me rethink this here. The blood lets me just get rid of extra land. So it's actually better to have the extra land. So I got to make a different cut here. I don't want to have too few creatures. This triggers only once a turn, but yeah, that's pretty good. This is a discard outlet that ties in with this pretty well. Am I cutting? Maybe I'm cutting Dreadfuge. I think Blood Fountain is important for my deck because I don't have enough creatures. It also creates blood. Dreadfuge, it's alright. I think I would bring it in if I knew my opponent had a bomb, but there's no certainty that that's the case. I think this is actually going to be the deck here. We're even, but I think this is fine. All right, and that is it for me tonight. I made a red-black blood deck. This I think the most bloodist deck that I have made so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out. It may be a couple days before I play again, just because I got like stuff to do tomorrow night, but we'll see. All right, that is it for me. Let me know what your thoughts were about the draft and the deck that I built. If you enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of my streams, you can hit subscribe. Oh, I'll open some packs actually before I say goodnight. I got Zendikar Rising here. All right, first pick. It's not going to be this Wayward Guide Beast. I think it's going to be the Jawari Disruption because it's just generally useful as a land. That is also a thing. If it weren't for that, I think I might take the Core Celebrant because it works really well in its respective deck. Oh, Tita Pagamasher could be okay too. And in this pack, we have, well, Into the Night's not getting me. Audric is a little underpowered for what I am looking at, so a lot of this is not very good. I think that I'm on Diver's Scab because at least it is kind of a removal spell, even if it just slows their creature down. It is like a 1-for-1. If you exploit well, then it's not even a 1-for-1. So, and that is it for me. All right, this was Refresh. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Good night.